Hi, it's Serena from Cowiche Creek Nursery. We did a video not long ago showing how to plant a rose, and we showed you some of the roses we had in our nursery. And today we're going to show you how to deadhead your roses. We get a lot of questions from people asking, once the flower is done, what do I do with it? How do I know where to cut it back? Today we're at the Perfect Moment rose. This is a hybrid tea, and I'm going to show you how the best way to prune your rose back. So if you can see some of the spent blooms, like here's one right here. The general rule of thumb on hybrid teas is that a lot of people talk about the 5th leaf set. What that means, this is a combination of leaves, 1, 2, 3, that's a 3. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's a 5. Typically, once it gets 5, it's more likely to send out branching. You can kind of see right down in there, right in here. So that's actually the one you want to cut right above. So I'll do that. If you cut above the 3, it's not that it won't send out any branches. It can just take it a little bit longer. If it doesn't send out a branch there and sends out a branch above the 5th, you have a stalk of your stem that can be prone to diseases because it's not actively growing. So that's one reason why we say go back to the 5th leaf set, cut right above it. I do like to look for one that has outside growth, would promote outside growth. So this leaf is facing towards the outside of the shrub. That's not absolutely critical, but that's something I like to look for if at all possible. Even on hybrid teas, you'll get some that have a combination, like 2 flowers per stem. This one here does. I don't want to take this beautiful one off, so I'm just going to take this one off. I'm not going to go back to the 5th leaf set because I don't want to remove the nice one. I'm just going to cut that off right there. When I come back to deadhead, like in the next week, that one will probably be gone, at which point I'll come back in here and find the 5th leaf set. Happens to be pretty far down, which is right there. And that one is on an outside branch, so that will be perfect. I'll get that cut off the next time. So this is a hybrid tea. I'm going to walk over to Julia Child's, one of our favorite Floribunda roses. And so a Floribunda is probably more similar to a shrub rose in how you would prune it back. And many shrub roses don't need a lot of deadheading, but I do like to come in and deadhead the Julia Child every once in a while. So you get ones like this, where you have a pretty much spent bloom, but a whole bunch of buds. Just cut that one out. Don't worry about deadheading the whole thing right away. You'll also get ones where the whole spray of flowers is on its way out. And if I wasn't deadheading this for you, I would probably leave this for another day or two because I like to get all the beauty out of my roses that I can. But there again, I like to find an outside branch. This has a lot of healthy growth, and it looks like there is some growth starting right in there. So I'm going to cut that back. You can kind of see, this is what you're looking for, is like branching coming out above a leaf. And so you want to look for a healthy growth there. And where I cut that off, it's got something coming there. Let me see if I can find anything else to show you. There again, little ones like this, just take that one off. And we'll probably do a video on, and a lot of times, I'm going to interrupt myself here. This one I just went back to, it's not even quite a 4. It's got a tiny little one there, but I can see that it has good growth, like basically like the start of a branch going to be coming out by that leaf there. So it's healthy foliage. It's not as critical on the Floribundas. When you have hybrid teas and grandifloras, it's probably a little more critical to go back to the 5th leaf set and find a healthy kind of start of a growth. On the Floribundas and the shrub rose, not as critical, but look for healthy foliage and the start of some kind of growth, preferably to the outside of the shrub. We will try to do another video that shows deadheading David Austin's and maybe some other shrub roses. So check back in with us. Thank you.